about the arcade bringing back all those old school titles that you can just download and play. It's a lot of fun. All right, next question, question number 8 by Metal Chick with 251 digs. Will any of the records on your side project Tapeworm with Tool frontman Maynard James Keenan ever be released? And do you have any intentions of working with him again in the future?
The question that won't go away. Another one of those things I mentioned years ago. Now, Tapeworm, to set the record straight, this would be, I forget even when it was, but I know that what I was trying to do is waste time because I was afraid to write a Nine Inch Nails record. So I was taking on other projects while I lived in New Orleans to kind of feel busy but not have the pressure of doing it all myself. Maynard and I had become friends over the years, and we were trying to do this project that was Danny Lohner and Maynard, myself, and Atticus Ross as a kind of democracy, and we'd see what happens putting forces together. And as we both, Maynard and I, were fitting it in around our respective day jobs, Tool and Nine Inch Nails, the end result was kind of just mediocre, to be honest with you. And it, I think through lack of focus, and quite frankly, there was another factor, which was commerce coming into play, where not from any one of us in particular, but the climate at that time, forgive me for going off the tracks here a bit, but there was a real element, this would be late 90s, of pressure from record labels to make money, perform, kind of what I was hinting at earlier. And if you get a record on the radio, suddenly you have lots of opportunities that you wouldn't have if your record isn't on the radio, And not just monetary ideas, but different things open up, So whether they tell you or not, there's always a pressure to try to make something that appeals to the most people. And I thought that the music we were doing under the guise of Tapeworm, and it never got that far, it just kind of felt like if you're going to combine Tool and Nine Inch Nails, it has to be 10 out of 10.
Right.
Not 7 out of 10, And it felt like it was landing in the 7 range, and I kind of put a stop to it. And so there isn't really anything that's great to be mined from that. And I love Maynard, and he's a good friend, and I'm certain we're going to do something together that will be 10 out of 10.
Cool. 2 more questions.